Hi class, this is the second week of remote learning. So I received a lot of you that you prefer to do instructional video. So for the Google Meet, we may talk about that later because I don't know any of you may change your minds that you want to meet in any time or maybe once a month. So I can send out another survey later. But most of you already received a notice from the governor that CPS is going to continue on remote learning for the rest of the school year. So if you have difficulty get on internet or any Wi-Fi, or maybe you don't have laptop, please still let us know. Or let me know, send me an email, and then we can find out the way to make sure that you are able to turn in your work. Okay, so let's talk about the assignments. Okay, so for the second week assignment, let's open the screen. You can go to for the second week assignment again, to go to your email and then go to Google Classroom. And go under classwork. Under remote learning package. Okay, so open the remote learning instruction and open the same Google Docs that you were using for the week 1. Okay, so open this one. And you can see Ms. Law adds something to make it more convenient for you guys, which is I put down week 1 instructional video, and then you can click here. So in the future, for the rest of the weeks, you can do the same thing. I will put the link right here for the record video, and then you can just click over here. So basically, once you open this document, it can link you to the rest of the assignments. Okay, so you can click to the link, watch the video first before you go to your assignments. Okay, so I will post this link over here. And then so for week 2, we are going to do elements and the principles scavenger hunt. Okay, and then you go to a resource. Okay, open the instruction, and then you go down. Okay, so we will pass week 1 because we already did that. So if you have any questions about the scene, you haven't finished yet, you may need more time to finish it, which is fine. Okay, but again, make sure you don't put everything. You don't try to finish everything at the same time. Okay, so that's the reason why I put down a schedule for you. Then you can do it little by little, which won't overwhelm you. So for the second assignment over here, okay, so let's talk about this one. First, please make sure you look at the checklist and you have everything. So review the elements and principle definitions over here on the second column. You can see in the first column, we have the names for all the elements, okay? And also when you scroll down, you can see the principles as well. And then on the second column, you can see the definition. So if you have your sketchbook, basically they are the same thing, okay? In here will be more clear in case that you may not able to take your sketchbook home. So this is the definition for you. Make sure you review them, because like even though you are not in school personally, like you are not like in person attending to school, but we may have final for our for the semester. Okay, so make sure you go over this. It's very important. So so you go down and then make sure you look at the definition. You need to know all the information for each single one of the elements and the principles. And then you have the third column will be define, example, and description. And I will talk about this right now, okay? So review the elements and principles definitions, and then you go to find an example of each elements and principle around you. That means you can look for your house, look at your desk, look at your bedroom, look at the kitchen, living room, anywhere, okay, your basement or your storage room. find something that you can relate it to the certain elements and the principle, okay? And then photograph or draw each example and label which elements or principle it belongs to, okay? So if you don't have any printer at home, you cannot print out these pages, you can draw it on a paper, a blank drawing paper, or you can use a loose leaf. If you have your sketchbook with you, you can draw it in your sketchbook as well, okay? So make sure you do that because I haven't put that down over here. So if you don't have, you cannot print this out, okay, this page out, you can use any paper to draw the chart or just any way that is convenient for you, but make sure it's able to, you label everything that I can understand what you are trying to do, okay? And then the fourth will be write a description of what the image is and how the image shows the elements or principle. So the description will go over here, okay? So when you go down over here, okay, I attach an example on how you should do it, okay? So this will be easier for you. So since you can use the example over here to help you out, okay? So the sentence starter. So how can you start your sentence? This is an image of. So over here, you put down your image so you can see, because I don't want to, I should put it in order, but like, let's talk about the first elements, line, okay? And then this definition is over here. And then I put down the image. I go to my backyard and then take a photo, okay? And then I post it over here, okay? Or maybe if you don't have your phone or your camera with you, you cannot do and access anything, then you can draw it, okay? And then you, in the description sentence, you can put down, I see the elements line, and then because the shadows of the tree branches create lines of different lengths and width on the sidewalk. So because of the this different way the branch go, it create different length, right? This is longer, and then some, like, it seems like this is wider, and then this is like more narrow, okay? It's kind of like a shadow on the sidewalk. I also see the elements line in the bricks in the sidewalk, so you can see the divider over here. So it divide up each like brick. So I try to use my words to describe what I see, okay? So this is one of the example. And then you can see another example over here, shape, okay, definition right here. And then I draw what I see, okay? This is a drawing of some windows I saw on the brick building, and then I see the elements shape, okay, because the shape of the window is rectangle, and I also see the shape on the brick that is rectangle as well, but they are laying out in different direction, okay? So you can talk about that. And then same thing for balance definition, and then the picture you attach to it, you can draw it as well, and then you describe what is going on over here, okay? So this basically what you have to do. Make sure you submit everything before 11 p.m. on Friday, so then it won't overwhelm you for the, like, when you have more assignment coming on, and then you try to do everything at the same time, which is very hard. You also have other subject assignment as well. So I want to make sure that you follow the schedule. And same thing, if you don't follow the schedule, when is the grade turnout, which is very hard for Ms. Law to put up your grade, because I receive a lot of late assignment in the last day when the grade is due, which is very hard for me. I told you that I don't, like, for everybody to don't try to turn in everything in the last minute, or don't try to do everything in the last minute. Thing will change, maybe something accident, like something just like come up and then you cannot do it, which will make you unable to turn in on time, okay? So or maybe meet with the deadline. So please make sure you do it ahead of the time, then you don't need to worry about this, okay? If you have any question about this assignment, okay, again, if you cannot print this out, you can draw it on paper, draw the chart on the paper, and label it, write a description next to it. If you don't have your phone, you cannot take picture. Also, you can draw the picture out. Okay, so in the sentence starters, there has different version of it you can start with, which will help you a lot. Okay, so I hope you don't have any. Again, make sure you stay safe and take care of your family, yourself. That is the most important part. And if you have questions, make sure you email me, or you can comment under the in Google Classroom. Then I will reply to you back as soon as possible. So Q3 grade already like sent out. Okay, so again, if you read my email, I try my best to make it fair for everybody, because I understand that there's different situation going on in each family. Okay, so if you have any question about your grade, please make sure you email me and talk to me as well. Okay, so I will see you guys next week. Stay safe and take care of yourself and your family. Okay.